decades of severe weather experience, here for you when it counts. This is Doc Deason's Weather, live now.
Okay, everybody, it is coming up on 10:30. I wanted to come in and talk to particularly the folks down in the southern parts of East Texas. Some impressive hail in play now across southern Cherokee, Angelina County, Houston County, and some of these areas which have not had much as far as the widespread severe weather. We've had the Houston County storms here for a couple hours, but have not seen anything into the Lufkin area or Angelina County. So I wanted to come in and talk about that here for a few. I know it's dark, it's loud, and it's really loud when you start to look in on this hail potential that we've got down in that neck of the woods. So let's get into radar real fast, and we'll pull up radar Omega here first. Here's the storm near Apple Springs right now. So we're talking right there along the Angelina and Trinity County line. This storm capable of doing up to baseball-sized hail. So that's 2.5 to 2 3/4 inch size hail. 2.5 will get you to tennis balls. 2 3/4 will get you to baseballs. But the potential is there. This thing is going to continue tracking northeast at about, what are they saying here on forward speed? About 45 miles an hour. And so as it continues on that path, kind of paralleling Highway 94 eventually, and that's going to get right over between Diboll and Lufkin. So you guys in the, near the Angelina County line, either side of that, southwest of Lufkin, need to be ready for this thing to come across and do some significant action as it's doing that. Okay, so severe thunderstorm warning continues until 11:15. That'll be northwestern Nacogdoches, northwestern Angelina, and southeastern Cherokee County. Storm, when the warning was issued here back, about 6 minutes ago, was near Morill or near Hudson, Apple Springs area, moving northeast at 45. So, again, destructive hail is what the Weather Service is going to tag this with as far as its potential to do some damage. So let's be mindful of that. We've got other storms down into Trinity County, down closer to the city of Trinity proper. You get down into this area and the radars are a little bit more scattered. So we're looking at the Fort Worth radar here. But we'll see if we can get this dialed in a little bit more on the Houston radar, if that will respond. And I don't know if it may be. Is it down? So College Station is down. Okay, well, we'll just stick with the Dallas-Fort Worth radar for now then. Apple Springs, Trinity County, yeah. Yeah, absolutely, Kat. If I said something wrong there, my apologies. But here's Apple Springs, and here's the county line right here. So, further to the north, we got moderate to heavy rainfall over Wells there, southern part of Cherokee County. And as you go further to the north, the severe weather overall has diminished quite a bit. You get further north, you're getting into the cooler air mass. You don't have as much moisture to work with, and overall severe weather threat has been on the downward side for quite a while. Doesn't mean you don't have some lightning mixed in there. We've had quite a bit of thunder, at least off and on for the last couple of hours here in Tyler and Smith County. Heavier rainfall now, kind of arcing into central Smith County now from the west. And so that's going to probably get some people's attention with what we've seen earlier today from Henderson and those areas off into Russ County. I know a lot of folks are kind of keyed up, and so the rain and the noise can make them a bit nervous. But as far as severe weather production goes, that's really been concentrated down further to the south. And even looking back on the radar, you can see kind of the back end of the rainfall now through northwestern Rains County, through southwestern Hopkins County, and about to start to get into northern Van Zandt County. So that is on a downward cycle. Still a lot of flash flooding going on down towards Mahia, and either side right there splitting the difference between 45 and 35. Halen and Hudson right now, Clint. Okay, good. Thanks for that. So we're making that way. The severe thunderstorm warning again. Weather Service kind of, when you get down into the Trinity County, Houston County area, you're getting a handoff from the office down in Houston to the Shreveport office. So they do some coordination on that, and will end up taking over for issuance of warnings and whatnot once the stuff gets into Angelina County. So that's why sometimes these warnings don't. That's why they kind of stop seemingly abruptly, like the one down here out of Trinity County. Why it just kind of stops right there and doesn't extend on over into Lufkin. So let me look here, see if we have any posts from anybody. Russ County, Mount Enterprise. Yeah, nothing Mount Enterprise tonight, Trevor. Things are going to be pretty quiet in your neck of the woods, besides some showers and some lightning out there, obviously, as well. But severe weather has not been much that we've dealt with here of late out of Russ County. So hopefully that helps to give you a little bit of peace of mind there. And let's see here. Let me take that off real fast. Lots of thunder and lightning. Yeah, I'm ready for bed too. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Shelby County okay for now? Yeah, Anthony, Shelby County's okay for now. Not much going on there of late since the hailers that came out of Russ County passed through. Been pretty quiet. We do have a tornado watch box still in place for pretty much all of our southern counties. I think that goes till 1 o'clock in the morning, I believe. That's right. But I haven't seen a tornado warning at all, even out west for in a couple of hours now. This thing seems to be transitioning more towards really, some of these embedded hailers, a few of these supercells that are able to get going, but the amount of rain that's coming down is really making it more of a flash flood concern, at least for the time being. Between Lufkin and Wells, I'm not seeing too much here at the moment. I think this guy down south in Apple Springs is going to continue skating north, obviously skating northeast, but I think it's going to miss Pollock. But it is sure making that run towards Lufkin. Or the south side of Lufkin, southwest side of Lufkin. Overall, the storm doesn't look as strong as it did, a few scans ago. You can kind of make that out. Notice how the overall color contours kind of fall off. You lose some of those darker purple shadings. But, even at that, I think you're still doing quarters, probably even could be some golf balls still mixed in there as well. As these storms have been kind of cycling over the last number of hours, where they'll lose a little bit of strength and then they'll kind of get their act together and reinvigorate themselves, and so this will be something we'll watch and try to make note of, if it's doing that or if it's losing composure. The air mass down here still got plenty of juice to it, so it's not like it's going into a hostile area. I'll just say that. Ryan and Megan, what's Nacogdoches looking like right now? Not much in the county, or especially or the town. You got this shower that over towards Wells, which is going to continue probably going the same direction. Yeah, going kind of northeast, but it's well below severe limits right now. Thunder's getting louder in Lufkin. Yeah, it'll be there soon. Sharon, I don't know where you are in relation to town, but And you notice how it looks like this thing is trying to recycle again, and looks a little bit more impressive. Jason, Jefferson, I'm not really too concerned with Jefferson tonight, man. You get that far north, and we just don't have the players on the table to really do a lot of severe weather tonight. Once you get along, and especially north of I-20, it's not happening up there for now. Really loud in Nacogdoches, a lot of shaking, but no rain yet. Okay, got you, Ryan and Megan. Understand. That's from this guy out towards Wells. Got a lot of heavy hail in Pennington. Okay. Megan, where's Pennington at? I'm drawing a blank on that. My apologies. I know I should realize it, and when you tell me, I'm going to probably be pretty embarrassed that I didn't realize that, but just being honest with you. So get me with that so I can learn a new town. Okay, Josh, watching the whale storm from a high point in Nac. Excellent. A lot of loud and a lot of thunder there and lightning at Lake Nacogdoches. Good deal, Kim. Hail and winds in Trinity, John? Yeah, I'm not surprised. In between Groveton and Crockett. Okay. Well, I know where Groveton and Crockett are. So very good. Thanks, Kat. So I think it's kind of cycling down Crockett area. You guys are seeing things wind down, which I know you're glad for. Trinity still got some hefty thunderstorms in your area. Severe thunderstorm warning continues, and Trinity is in the box for that. Then the storm out towards Groveton. And then this bigger dog here coming into Angelina County now, southwestern Angelina County. The hail core's in there now. Weather Service saying inch 75 potential for hail in Trinity County through 11 o'clock. So 1 3/4 will get you golf balls. Let's see here. Palestine, Sheila. Palestine's pretty quiet. Got some rain there, but nothing of consequence, especially when you consider what we saw earlier today across parts of the area, and last night with the hailers that went, didn't pass too far north of Jacksonville. So again, severe thunderstorm warning for Angelina County, Nacogdoches, extreme southern Cherokee County, but the real show is this guy down here, southwest of Lufkin. See if I can get this radar out of Houston to pick back up again. There we go. Depending on where you're shooting this thing from, it'll give you a little different positioning on these storms because we're kind of on the edge of the radars out here, unfortunately. Yeah, Jackie, Tyler's just rain. Just rain at Tyler now. A lot of lightning in this thing, though. From Wells back down to just west of Dieball. that whale storm, Brian and Megan. Now, I mean, considering, I mean, it's a hefty storm. I don't want to underplay it, but at the same time, hail production looks minimal. I haven't seen anything, that would indicate anything tornadic. So, it's a good storm. It's going to have some decent lightning in it, but it's a far cry from its big brother down south, coming out of Apple Springs and Trinity County and into Angelina County. But a good light show, no doubt about that, and a lot of noise. And I know that's kind of unsettling for a lot of folks at night. You bet. Thank y'all for being here. I'm going to get back. Let's see here. Yeah, Fort Polk's too far east. It's just an awful long ways from these radars. So we're at 1046. Severe thunderstorm warning until 11:15. Northwestern Nacogdoches, northwestern Angelina, southeastern Cherokee County. We had the potential for up to baseball-sized hail when this warning was initially issued. The storm itself does not look as strong as it did, but it has been cycling somewhat. So it just kind of depends on where you are in relation to it. You can definitely see it this area rotating, though. You can see just all of the. Notice how that entire, just like a little meso-low there that's definitely kind of arcing to the northeast. So if you are in southwestern Angelina County, I'd love to know what you're seeing right now. Anybody from Apple Springs back over to Burke, Diboll. Obviously, the hail is going to be north of Diboll, and really the hail is kind of right there straddling the county line. But if you've got anybody down in that neck of the woods, I'd love to know what they're seeing. Just heavy rain in Hudson. Okay. Thanks, Clint. So the hail is just southwest of you guys in Hudson, Clint. Only seen P's. Okay. Not surprising based on where you are in relation to those better radar returns. P's and heavy rain in Trinity. Thanks, Jimmy. Appreciate that. Thank you, Cindy. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you letting us kind of hop in and talk to y'all tonight. Yeah, this guy here looks to be the hottest storm on the scope right now. Ton of hail, Apple Springs. Okay. Any estimate on how big the hail was, Corey, by chance? If you can't see it, I totally understand, but just figure I'd ask. We had hail covering the ground earlier today up in the Henderson area. Had it covering the ground Jacksonville last night. Okay, so let's see. Weather Service in Shreveport issuing a new severe thunderstorm warning for Angelina County. Yeah, there is just now issuing a new one for hail up to what's that going to be? Golf balls. Trying to figure out what they're doing with that. 4825 southwestern Angelina County. Golf ball hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. Storm located near Diboll, moving east to 25. So that's going to be this guy. It's going to be this area right here from just west of Diboll. Kind of area that kind of fans out. That's what they're issuing for. Big Sandy Hawkins area, Ashley. Yeah, I mean, not much. It's just rain, just rain. You get back up closer to the interstate and north of there, air mass just is not ready to play ball with big storms tonight like it is to the south. So there is some lightning in there occasionally, but nothing significant. So hopefully that helps some. Yeah, Gary in College Station, a lot of rain and lightning. I saw some big monster hail down College Station area earlier. I think they had some stuff on the order of near grapefruit, I believe. I know we had some grapefruit-sized hail reported back over in De Leon area of Comanche County earlier today. And I want to say it was either Waco or College Station had some just monster hail. You bet, Ashley. So, warning continues officially for Nacogdoches, Angelina, and southern Cherokee counties. That's severe thunderstorm only, nothing tornadic. And then we've got a separate, smaller warning for southern Angelina County, which goes basically from around Diboll back to the east. That'll bring guys in Beulah and Prairie Grove and Manning into the mix. Appreciate you being here, Emily. Thank you. Again, I normally we don't hop on for garden variety of severe thunderstorm warnings, but with as much hail as these things have been capable of producing, and with it being late, I just thought we'd come in and at least graze here for a few minutes and kind of be sure everybody's up to speed and A-OK on stuff. Savannah, Brownsboro, not much going on. Just some good, decent rain, and you're on the back, almost on the backside of that too. So once we get this back into the rain through here, we may have some lingering showers. Try to fire overnight, but we'll get the front through here tomorrow morning fully, and then that will turn this thing over, and it'll be a quiet day. For the most part. Pretty loud in Pollock, huh? Okay, Crystal. Picking up on Highway 7 between Knack and Lufkin. Okay. Yeah, Kat, you guys in Palestine, I think you did dodge a bullet there. Trinity County has been under severe thunderstorm warning for quite a while this evening. So you guys in Lufkin proper probably got some pea-sized hail. I would think maybe upwards of peas west side of Lufkin right now. Maybe some dimes or nickels mixed in there with that. As you get down towards Granville and Blix and some of these smaller communities, southwestern part of the county, that hail could get a little larger. Just west of Dieball, here's 59, so just west of 59. Tyler, towards the hospital, Savannah, you guys are A-okay. Okay, nothing doing. There's a couple of lightning strikes south side of town, east and west of town, but it's just rain. So 10:56 right now. Severe thunderstorm warnings that we have are all across the southernmost parts of East Texas. 4-inch in Waco, Dustin. Okay, very good. I was kind of blanking out whether it was Waco or College Station. So, okay, 4-inch hail. So 4-inch would be considered grapefruit-sized hail. Thanks for that, Dustin. So they're still throwing 275 for this hail here and this warning up to baseballs. Looks like this is trying to get itself. Trying to maintain itself. You can see it's not as intense as it was back to the west, but you're also shooting the storm higher from that radar when it's back over Apple Springs, so it's not quite, the beam's not quite as high by the time it gets to that a little bit further to the east. But okay, well, I don't feel so bad then, Dustin. Thanks. So, a hefty rain into the Lufkin area proper now. Small hail potentially. Lights are flickering there now, Ryan and Megan. Okay. Yeah, I bet that Love Lady Crockett area was a bit spooky for a while, Melissa. I can imagine that. 358, Ben. Wow. Yeah, Ben's out seeing some good numbers. That's great. Brooklyn and Tennehoff, not much really going on in Tennehaw right now. It's a far cry from what it was earlier when we had those hailers coming in out of Rusk County. Some light showers trying to get themselves refired, and you've got some lightning in there too, obviously, but nothing severe there. Tornado watch continues for all of this area until I think it's 1 o'clock. Thanks, Heidi. Glad we can help out. Thanks for being here. Zach, you're an Alto. You know, some decent rain there, but I mean, nothing that really strikes me as crazy. You know, you get back south of Alto, southeast of Alto, down towards the Cherokee Angelina County line, Nacogdoches County line, I should say. So maybe a little bit of small hail there, but even though the lightning production has slowed down a lot, even as far north as Alto, so that's a good thing for you. Hey, Page guy, still thunder and lightning in Rusk, Rebecca. Okay, yeah, y'all are on the northern end of the heavier stuff there in Rusk. So maybe that gives you a little peace of mind. Not seeing anything new from the Weather Service. They really haven't said too much about the last 10 minutes or so. Been pretty quiet. Now at 11:01, so we're trekking on through it here. It's going to be some pretty hefty rainfall getting into Nacogdoches in the next 20 minutes or so. So you guys who are out the west side of Nacogdoches, off Highway 7 and Highway 21 for that matter, you're gonna have some pretty hefty rain getting there shortly, and there'll probably be some decent wind in that too. Although the wind has been kind of the forgotten piece of this. The hail's been so much more of a story today. Paige, I don't think we'll have it for, I think probably an hour, Tyler. But it's on the decline at this point. He'll pick back up at Hudson, peas to dimes. Okay, Clint, thanks for that. Y'all are on 7, Ryan and Megan. Okay, coming down pretty hard. All right. You bet, Paige. Kind of watching those storms there southwest of Lufkin. Overall, doesn't look as impressive as it did. Yeah, Wayne, Big Sandy, you guys are out of the rough stuff, man. So Michael's got Pease and Burke. So that's interesting that Michael's got pea-sized tail and Burke. It kind of tells you that this thing is, at least at his locations, I'll be interested to see if he's still having only peas within the next 5 minutes. Because if there's going to be some decent hail, it's going to be down there in that area between Burke and Diboll. And then peas, I think, back between Lufkin and Burke, out southwest of Hudson, east 2497. A lot of heavy rain, Lufkin. From stem to stern there in Lufkin. Closing in on Nacogdoches. Mostly just really heavy rain west Lufkin right now. Okay, Laurel, that's good to know. Thunder and Rusk is no joke. Oh, man, Dustin. Yeah. We had a lightning strike today, apparently, in Tyler across the street from the real estate office that I work at, and it hit a transformer and blew up the thing. I was not there, but I was contacted directly after that happened, and it just scared the pants off of everybody there at the office. So Marshall, you're off 225 in Nac, windy and heavy rain. Okay, thank you. Yes, it will, Ben. I think there were some people who were concerned about that exact thing immediately thereafter, from what I'm told. So it's latest scan here. Be a little bit of pickup in the hail potential there. Southwest side of Lufkin. We will not, Sherry, I can't tell you a whole lot of things for sure, but I can tell you we will not have a burn ban tomorrow in Smith County. That is affirmative. We won't have any burn bans at this rate. We're not going to have burn bans for quite a while. And that's the good thing about this rain. The problems that we run into when it comes to heat in the summer are always directly related to a lack of rainfall. We really kind of went radio silent on the rain last year, the latter part of the spring. And man, that is not the time you want to do that. So, this amount of rain here, this is going to do a lot. Obviously, it helps with the creeks and the lakes and all of that, but it really, really helps with the potential for heat going into the early part of the summer. So, that's a really big deal for us overall to get these good rainstorms like we have this time of year, to give us some of that cushion going into the early part of the summer, and we get dry during the summer anyway, normally, and that leads to warmer temperatures. But you can pack this rain in here for now, and that will go a long ways towards keeping things from getting out of control with the temps like they did last summer. We will not do that this summer, unless we see some kind of a flash drought situation set up, But see, again, July and August, traditionally very dry months themselves. So, June is a pretty wet month ordinarily for a lot of us. So, we can keep this kind of trend going, and I don't see any reason to think we won't. That'll treat us well. Really, really well. You just want a full week of Little League baseball this spring, Greg. I got you. We're gonna go see the Rangers later this week. Looking forward to that. So that hail, if there is hail there in Angelina County, it's going to be right along and south of Lufkin on 59 there, either side of 59, up closer to Lufkin, and then really generally on the east side of 59. down near Beulah, or between Beulah and Diboll. I hear it's going to be pretty. I hope they have the top off when we go up there. I'd love to see a game, with some kind of. I mean, with it being as cool as it's been, I don't know why. I know the rain obviously keeps them from wanting to do anything, but hopefully they'll be able to have the top off later this week with the Yankees coming into town. Absolutely, Alan. Thanks for being here, man. So we got 11:10. Let's see here. I'm looking at a guy who's posting up Peas in Burke. Rainfall rate. Wow, his rainfall rate has increased to 7.5 inches an hour. Man, that's a lot of rain. Whew. Let's see. So, Weather Service continuing with a severe thunderstorm warning for Polk and Trinity counties until 11:30. They're running 1.25 inch hail, so that's about $half sized hail. That'll be this guy down there, north side of Livingston. 7.5 inches an hour. Yeah, it does make you think back on Harvey, doesn't it? So you had 4 inches in Flint earlier today, Sandra. Wow. Alan, as far as anything, Tyler and Smith County, not too much. I mean, there's some good rain there, but nothing besides some occasional thunder and just some good rainfall. I don't see any hail in there. I don't see any wind. It looks pretty benign. So I had a report, golf ball sized hail, 14 miles northeast of Groveton. That was in Trinity County back a little bit before 10:30. Kennard, 9 miles southeast of Kennard in Trinity County, baseball sized hail back at 10:22. So we have done baseballs in Trinity County tonight. All right, so there's a new polygon right there. So they're going to go 1.25 inch hail for Angelina, Nacogdoches, and St. Augustine County. That severe thunderstorm warning going to run until 12 midnight. So that'll take it across Sam Rayburn. You bet, Alan. So the best hail right now looks to be south of Lufkin. Probably some wind in here too. See how this thing is trying to kind of pooch out a little bit. Yeah, that little pushing out like that can usually mean you got some wind in there. Loud thunder in Palestine. Yep. If it weren't for the severe weather concerns, it'd just be really good sleeping weather. No, Nick, not really anything Palestine-wise. At least it's severe weather-wise. Just some moderate rainfall there, Anderson County. A few lightning strikes in there. Those little squiggly lines, that's a lightning strike. But the more concentrated stuff is south. Okay, Laurel. Oh, kid, I'm glad. Welcome to East Texas. Hope you enjoy it here. Yeah, I tell you, Ben, that's interesting. You said you went 60 years without significant hail on the car lot and took a boat trailer hitched to the gas line. Oh man, yeah, I bet it will. I was telling some people, I don't know if it was, I think it was back when we were covering the storms over Henderson earlier on. I got caught in a storm in Vicksburg last month, coming back from a weather conference. I was up in Starkville, Mississippi, and so I was coming back, and I wasn't really paying attention to the radar. I was just trying to get some good video. It was lightning. It was really pretty, and weather dork out, and I don't have to worry about covering anything for anybody. I can just enjoy the storm. And man, I got caught in a hail shaft, and it was mostly quarters, but there were a few golf balls mixed in there, and just a couple of those things. And I've got dings on the hood of my car now from it, but it is sobering to get out inside some of that stuff, and to really just to be exposed to it, and you really got no place to go. There was no bridge to pull up under. There was no canopy. It was just you're out there pulled over at a way station and just hope for the best. But yeah, it'll get you. It will get you. Yeah, it really is, Ben. Give my best to Spence, please. Mount Enterprise getting a little bit more active there. Yeah, you got some pretty decent. Understood, man. Yeah, Mount Enterprise guys. The rain's heavy. The lightning's in there. Maybe a pea or two in that, but not much. So let's see here. 16. So Weather Service in Houston is going to go ahead with a new severe thunderstorm warning for Polk County. That'll take it till 11:45. Inch and a half hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. So that's going to be for this guy down here, closer to 59. So we're on Shreveport there. So we're at 11:17 right now. Just kind of hanging out here. Really was most concerned about this hail that was coming into Angelina County earlier, and the potential back when they started kicking warnings out for up to baseball sized hail, and that's crazy hail any time of day, but especially in the middle of the night. So thought we'd come in and just kind of graze a little bit. It's a fun thing about not having to worry about the television side of things anymore. You can just kind of come on when you want to come on, head out when you want to head out, and it's a lot easier going kind of thing. So still decent little hail core there. So we've got that almost completely east of 59 now in Angelina County. Get that off there. Still raining heavy over by Lake Knack. Okay. Good wind too, huh, Kim? Okay. That'll start to subside here shortly. Dustin, who was the other guy that I worked with? I worked with John Adams. Yeah, sure did. That's a great guy right there. Salt of the earth. I love John Adams. So yeah, he and I worked together we worked at 56 together back in 2000. And then we had the chance to work together again over at CBS 19 when we were both there here a few years back. But it's cool. He's back over at 56 helping them out, and I think that's great. That guy is good people. Good people. He's a Henderson boy, so proud to call him a friend. Quite windy, Bethany, in the Van area, huh? Well, let's see what's going on up in Van Zandt County. Yeah, you guys are getting on the backside of the rain. Pretty good little wind here, I think. Trying to get itself going southwest of Lufkin, or southeast of Lufkin. Lawrence got hail in Lufkin, Fuller Springs. Okay. Oh, Robert. Yeah, Robert Thornton, Dustin. Yeah. That's another good dude right there. Great guy. Yeah, Robert and John and I worked together at 56. Robert's working with American Family Radio now, doing national radio stuff with them, and great guy, great guy. Yeah, we had some good days. So yeah, see how this thing is starting to kind of bulge a little bit there near north of Manning. Kind of make that out there. So that's probably some wind doing that, and it looks like there's maybe a little bit more hail, maybe a little bit better hail concentration in there too, northeast of Beulah, north of 1818. See these darker pixels? You know, it's not baseballs, but it's decent size, and a lot of lightning in there too. Oof. When will it stop raining or thundering? Asking for the dogs. Yeah. In Tyler, Elizabeth, I think you're probably an hour away from that, maybe not that much, but I don't think that's out of the question. Hail for Knack, Ryan, and Megan. Not particularly. I'm not seeing anything that looks too imminent for you guys. I think the better hail is going to stay south of you, based on where we're at now with these storms and where they're headed, and the lack of development back to the southwest. I don't think you're going to have much hail trouble in Nacogdoches. So if that helps you, and he may not hit the sack, you know. I'm not seeing really any rotation, Robert, in the storms. I haven't been looking for. I haven't been looking on the velocity, but I haven't seen anything in the reflectivity that makes me concerned about that. But since you asked, let's pull up Shreveport and see what their velocity products look like. Absolutely, Ryan and Megan, y'all sleep tight. So, just just throw this over into velocity mode. So we've got velocity on the right and the regular reflectivity on the left. The pane on the left is what you usually look at whenever you're looking at your radar on your phone. And then the product on the right hand side is looking at the winds. How are they blowing in relation to the radar side over in Shreveport? Are they blowing towards the radar side or away from the radar side? This greens and these blues will be considered more inbound, going towards the radar side. The reds will be blowing away. But I don't really see anything in here that looks just crazy with rotation. Nothing that's tight. Anything in there is going to be pretty broad, and that's not conducive for tornadoes. So if that helps to kind of give you a little peace of mind. It does indicate some wind, though. Remember we were talking about how these things are trying to bulge out down to that area there. See how these winds are picking up right there out ahead of those bulges? That's that wind I was talking about. So that all lines up with what we're thinking. Okay, Cindy. So it's a pretty good wind down there. About to scoot over into Jasper County. But nothing that makes me overly concerned. So we'll hang here with this hail for a few more minutes and just kind of watch that run east, and I think probably be able to call it for a bit. Jessica, Carthage, you're asking about Carthage. Not much going on in Carthage at the moment. Nothing severe wise. I mean, we got some decent rain there, but moderate to heavy rainfall southwest of Carthage, southeast of Carthage. Some lightning in there, obviously. Haven't heard much thunder here in Tyler in the last 5 to 10 minutes, so that's good. Coming up on 11:27. We got this one warning for Angelina County, and that goes for another 33 minutes. So that goes till midnight for Angelina and southern San Augustine and extreme southern parts of Nacogdoches County. Any idea why? Let's see here. Any idea why they won't approve a new radar site in like Tyler or Longview to cover some of the radar holes we have in East Texas? That's a great question, Dustin. That's a question that those of us who have been in the weather community for any length of time have asked. And some of us have been in it for 20 years, and we've been asking the question for just that long. I think we need another radar here. I don't think you get any argument from anyone at the either Weather Service office in Houston or Fort Worth or Shreveport. I don't think any of them would complain about having access to a better radar coverage over our area. I think it puts us in a precarious situation without it. So I can't give you a good reason as to why. It all comes down to money, though, man. Thunder shaking the house in Palestine, Jeff. Okay. Yeah, you got a little thunder over that way. Heavy, so that rain's getting east of you, though. So it'll lighten up from here. Back into Angelina County, again, heaviest of the rain is about to exit out of eastern parts of Lufkin, just about to get east of the loop. Hale's out ahead of that. Homer over to Shawnee, back down to Manning. Yep. I'm not surprised to have wind in Shawnee. Victoria, that lines up perfectly. That's makes perfect sense. See how it kind of bulges out there. There's your wind. Will Bullard have any more severe weather tonight, Raven? I seriously doubt it. You guys down south I've been talking to. Bullard's a small town here up in Smith County, right along the Smith-Cherokee County line. I don't see severe weather for Bullard tonight. We get rain, you get off and on thunder, but that'll be about it on that. So as it stands now, we're at 11:31. We'll have some wind, probably some 50, maybe 60 mile an hour winds potentially in this leading edge that's out there about to cross 69. There'll be some hail in there. Hail production does not look as strong as it did earlier. So that's good, particularly when you consider what it was doing or what it was capable of doing when it came into Angelina County out of Trinity County earlier on. So hopefully that's that'll be some consolation and give you guys there. You guys back from Lufkin to the west, southwest. I think you're pretty much done severe weather wise. For the rest of the night, I think we can almost say that. You still got some rain that you're going to deal with, but I just don't see a ton of stuff back out to the west. Let's take a look at the radar from. Let's look at Austin real quick and see. So we've got some showers and thunderstorms down that way, but the concentration of it is not nearly like it was a few hours ago. Wow, thank you, Ben. I appreciate that, man. That's cool. So we'll be back and watch things as we need to, but I think I'm gonna set this thing down for a little bit. If you have pictures or anything of that nature that you would like to pass along to me, feel free to do so. You can follow me if you have not seen me before. Glad that you stopped by tonight. You can follow me on Twitter there at Doc Deason. We do YouTube stuff really during severe weather. That's when I'm on YouTube. It's a nice platform to be able to distribute this stuff to people. They can look at it on their TV. So many folks have a YouTube capability on their TV now. So that's really the fun part of that. And then obviously on Facebook, which we are on, and update the weather forecast weekday mornings between 7 and about 7:30. We'll give you 7-day forecast there, and we talk about the entirety of East Texas in that. But I'm up here in the Tyler area, but still keep tabs on things in our 26 county area. So hopefully this was helpful for you guys tonight. Pea-size hail in Lufkin, 3 inches of crazy rain, Lisa. Okay, thank you for that. So anyway, hopefully this was of some help to you guys tonight. And if otherwise you have any questions, feel free to email me. You can do that, doc@docdeason.com. Okay? You guys enjoy your night. We'll have an updated 7-day forecast in the morning. And in the meantime, if additional big severe weather happens to blow itself up, we'll be able to come in and talk about talk about that as well. Okay? You guys have a good night.
Thanks for watching this live broadcast from Doc Deason's Weather. When weather's at its worst, we're at our best. Doc Deason's Weather, the calm in the storm.